Father snatched by river crocodile. Father killed in front of family as crocodile snatches him from river in Indonesia. Villagers risk lives to recover his body. A shocking tragedy unfolded in South Sulawesi, Indonesia, when a father of four was dragged to his death by a crocodile in full view of his screaming family. Now let's get into the thick of it in today's AI podcast episode.
Imagine this. Just seemingly ordinary Thursday afternoon. A family's down by the river, the Bulete River in South Sulawesi, Indonesia, doing what families do there, bathing, washing clothes. It's familiar, you know? Supposedly safe. Locals didn't think of it as a crocodile hotspot. But then, just like that, everything changes. Horrifically. And that shocking moment, well, that's our starting point today. We're going deeper than just this one awful tragedy, the death of 53-year-old Arifuddin. We want to understand the bigger forces at play, the environmental stuff, the societal pressures making these terrifying encounters, well, less rare than they used to be, especially in places like Indonesia.
Yeah, our whole deep dive today is based on a really compelling account of this specific attack. So the victim, Arifuddin, he was 53, a father of four. His family was there with him. It was around 6 p.m. local time. Picture the scene. Peaceful water sounds, and then suddenly just torn apart.
Yeah, reports say a large crocodile just surged out of the water, the murky water.
I went straight for him.
Straight for him, grabbed his leg, powerful jaws, you know, just unimaginable. Oh, God, and people saw this happen.
Yes, eyewitnesses heard his cries. Desperate cries for help as this huge predator dragged him away from the bank.
There's footage, isn't there? I heard about that.
There is, apparently. Pretty disturbing stuff. Shows him flailing, reaching out, while his family and other villagers are just screaming in panic.
Did anyone try to help in the water?
Several people did, yes. They rushed in, but it was too fast. Within seconds, he was pulled under. Gone.
Just devastating.
Absolutely.
Then the emergency responders arrived.
Right. The Pitamanu Sector Fire Rescue Team, Officer Jerry Saputra was leading them. They got there quickly.
And they found him. Or the crocodile.
They spotted the crocodile, yeah. About a mile downstream. And it still had Arifuddin's body in its jaws.
Oh, no. So what happened then?
Well, it was this hours-long standoff. The croc just swam in circles, refusing to let go.
Hours? That must have been agonizing for the family.
Unbelievably so. The villagers, their response was pretty incredible.
What did they do?
They didn't just wait. They actually made a crude snare. Yeah. Started hurling rocks at the crocodile, trying to drive it off.
Wow. Did it work?
Eventually, yes. They managed to force the crocodile away and recover Arifuddin's body, finally bring him back to his grieving family.
Such a harrowing ordeal. Just awful. But it brings up that question you mentioned. Why there? Why suddenly in a place locals thought was safe?
Exactly. That's the core of it, isn't it? The shock from the locals, their insistence that, we don't have crocodiles here, that really points to something bigger changing.
So it's not just some freak, isolated event.
Experts are warning that no, it's really not. These kinds of encounters seem to be becoming more common in Indonesia. It's a worrying trend.
So why? What's pushing crocodiles into these areas?
Well, first you need to know Indonesia has 14 different crocodile species.
14? Wow.
Yeah. And one of them is the estuarine crocodile, or saltwater crocodile. They're known for being aggressive, and crucially, they can travel way inland, up rivers, looking for food.
So even if locals hadn't seen them right there before, they could technically get there.
Precisely. Especially if something is pushing them out of their usual spots or making food scarce there.
And that's happening. What kind of pressures are we talking about?
We're talking about significant environmental pressures. It's a combination of things, really.
Like what?
Well, overfishing is a big one. It depletes the crocodile's natural food sources in their usual habitats. So what do? They have to search elsewhere, pushing them closer to where people live and fish.
Okay, that makes sense. Lack of food drives them out.
Right. Then you've got things like tin mining. It directly destroys and breaks up their habitats. Imagine just losing your home ground.
Forces them to move.
Exactly. And on top of that, there's the destruction of coastal habitats, mangrove forests, swamps, often cleared for agriculture, like palm oil plantations.
Which pushes them further inland, too.
Yep. Pushes all sorts of wildlife into new territories, including these apex predators. And often, those new territories overlap with human settlements or areas people use.
So you have these environmental changes pushing crocodiles into new areas. And at the same time, people in these rural areas, they still need the rivers, right?
Absolutely. That's the other critical piece. For many rural communities, rivers are essential for daily life. Bathing, washing clothes, fishing, It's not a luxury, it's a necessity.
Which creates this dangerous overlap.
A very dangerous intersection. You have people needing to use the river, and you have displaced, potentially hungry crocodiles being forced into those same waters. It just dramatically increases the chances of these deadly encounters.
It's a terrible situation for those communities.
It really is a profound challenge.
And you said this isn't the only recent case like this in Indonesia?
No, sadly not. This tragedy with Arifuddin, as awful as it is, fits into this broader, disturbing pattern. There have been other recent incidents that got attention.
Like what?
Well, there was footage of another crocodile carrying away the body of a schoolboy, and another case, I think, an elderly man dragged away while he was bathing.
God, it really drives home that this is a widespread issue.
It does. It shows that Arifuddin's death wasn't just a random, unpredictable event, but likely a symptom of this larger conflict.
So connecting the dots then, this specific heartbreaking story really shines a light on a much bigger problem, this growing conflict between humans and wildlife.
Yeah, conflict fueled by environmental damage, by competition for resources that are becoming increasingly scarce. It's all interconnected, you see.
Our actions have these ripple effects.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Which kind of leaves us, and you listening, with a pretty heavy question to think about.
What's that?
Well, given that human activity is clearly pushing wildlife into closer and closer contact with us, what responsibility do we actually bear? And maybe more practically, how can communities balance their traditional ways of life, their basic needs, with these new and evolving environmental risks?
Yeah, that's a tough one. A lot to think about there. How to coexist when we're essentially creating the conditions for conflict.
Exactly. Something to mull over.
Okay, one more question for you. What safety measures can rural communities take to reduce the risk of crocodile attack? Don't forget to comment it. Thanks.